loud.
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Kabaya Gum Kit Convoy, and I love this toy. Originally released in 2009, this guy retailed for approximately 315 yen. Yep, this was an import, and that would have been anywhere just under $3, depending on what the rate of conversion was at the time. Here in truck mode, Optimus or Convoy is approximately 3 inches long and about 1.5 inches tall. And as you can see, this guy is very heavily based on the original G1 Convoy or G1 Optimus Prime. It's a very, very cool little figure. Now, if you're not familiar with the Kabaya Gum kits, these guys they're like little model kits. They came in those small boxes with gum, hence the name Gum Kits. And they had been taking a hiatus for about 10 years, somewhere around 1999 had been when these guys stopped coming out. And then in 2009, they started coming out with them again for the 25th anniversary that they were celebrating. So these guys right here, this guy and its other two wave mates, are actually considered wave 1 of the current Kabaya Gum Kit, since those are still coming out. So yeah, this guy's kind of a wave 1. And as you can see, he's a cool little G1 Optimus Prime. Now he's got his weapon right here, which is mounted on the back. You guys know how much I love that. But in this case, you know what? It's not terrible. It's not very intrusive, so I don't mind it as much with this guy. Sadly, there's no wheels because it's a little model kit, so it's not going to roll. That's understandable. The smokestacks are white. I need to paint those. I've had this guy for a while, but I never did get around to painting them. So I figured I'd just leave them white for the review, and I'll probably just paint them later. But yeah, so basically, if you remember, like the Star Convoy that I did just recently, that was a Kabaya Gum kit. I showed you guys an unboxing of that where I opened it up and I showed you where the inside of the box is actually the instructions on how to build these guys. These guys, all the parts come on a tree just like they do on a model kit. You got to cut them off the tree, you got to put them all together, and then you got to put stickers on them. So a lot of this is sticker detail. These wheels, these are actually sticker detail. These stripes right here are stickers. The Autobot symbol, of course. The windows are stickers. The grill is stickered. The bumper is stickered. The headlights are stickered. So all your detail, even though right here, even also including, I don't know what happened there just now. My mom stopped working. It's early in the morning. But anyway, the detail right here that's going to be on his legs later, that's also stickered. So pretty much all of the detail is going to be in stickers. However, that's not to say that if you want to, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing with it and how I'm feeling with it. But you can do some paint work of your own on this. So, like for example, like I said, I never did get around to it. But with this guy, I'm probably going to paint this gun black. And then I'm probably going to take these smokestacks and paint them silver. You can paint the wheels black before you put the stickers on them if you want. You know, put some little, I'm probably going to do a little chrome. I'm not going to paint the wheels, but I'm probably going to do some chrome detail there. So, you know, even though there is stickers, you can do a little paint work on it of your own if you so wish. So there it is. That's pretty much it in truck mode. And just to compare it, here he is next to G1 Prime, so you can see all the inspiration that they took. It's just really heavily based on this G1 Prime right there, so you can see all the similarities there. And then we'll go into transformation. Now, transformation for these guys, especially with the first wave, there was a lot of part swapping with these guys. This guy, not so much, actually. This guy pretty much transforms all the way through, except for the forearms. You have to remove the forearms. But a lot of these earlier gum kits were a lot of parts forming. I think the Fall of Cybertron one, or the War for Cybertron version, it might have been that one, or it might have been like the Generations ones. I have to get to some of those. Like the Generations Optimus Prime that they did in this Kabaya, most of that is parts forming. You have to take it all apart and put it back together just in a different configuration. A lot of these earlier ones were like that. As they've gone along, they've actually improved their engineering on that a lot. So a lot of the newer ones, like you saw with the Star Convoy, you hardly do any parts forming with those. So we'll get to it. We'll go ahead and remove the gun, and then I'm going to go ahead and extend the legs out just like you would with G1 Prime. Straighten out the feet. Now you can see the forearms right here. The forearms, you're going to want to go ahead and take these off. So these guys are on a peg right there, on a little post. And as you can see, there are two posts right there. So basically, you're going to take this guy off of the side there and repeg them right back on the back there. And you can see the little fist there is red. I'm probably going to want to paint that blue. So let me go ahead and move this camera up before we finish the transformation. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to remove that side panel there. Just take that off and peg it right back on the back side of the truck. And then from here on out, the rest of the transformation is pretty much going to be G1. Bring out the sides to form the arms and spin the head around. Give him his gun. And there is Kabaya Gum Kit Convoy in robot mode. And how G1 does this guy look? Here in robot mode, Prime is approximately 4 inches tall. Now, as far as articulation, he's not going to have much. You don't have any articulation. We're going to start from the bottom going up. You don't have any articulation at the legs, at the knees, or anything like that. You just have what you had in transformation right there, so you can kind of kick back a little bit, and you can extend the toe. If you want to count that, that's not really articulation. That's really just more for the transformation that was there. Nothing on the head, or actually, you know what? I'm lying. Because you had to actually peg the head in, when you built this guy, you actually pop the head in, it actually gives you a swivel. So it improves a little bit on the original, where the original did not have head articulation. So check that out. It's been a while since I played with this guy. Once again, the detail on the head, that's all stickered right there. Let's just get this guy focused in. There you go. You can see the head looks pretty cool, but that's all stickers as well. And that's, again, once again, if you want, you can go ahead and just paint that in if you so wish. And then finishing off with the articulation, you got nothing at the shoulders. You can do a little bit of in and out because of the transformation. And then you got that little peg right there where you put the forearm in. So you've got about that much of a bend on the elbow. That's about it. These guys aren't really like action figures so much as they are little model kits. You kind of build them, and it's cool that they transform, though. That's just, you get a model kit that transforms. You don't get that every day, so that's pretty cool. So there you go. There's Prime in his robot mode. He is a little blocky, a little boxy, because we still have the headlights and the entire bumper on the front there, so it's going to make him a little blocky, but I think that adds to his charm. He's pretty cool looking, just going all the way around the back. That looks very G1-ish right there, where you've got your little just kind of open there for the head and the arms to fold into. So there you go, there's Prime. We'll set him off to the side and we'll compare him to his G1 counterpart, which is quite a bit taller. We're going to have to move the camera back some, so let's put him back here. And we're still not up tall enough. Come on. Now Prime's falling, and this review is now officially a disaster. So we'll keep going with it. There you go. That's a comparison right there for you. So you can see how heavily he is based on that G1 figure. And G1 Prime, I love my G1 Prime, so I'm going to love my Kabaya Gum Kit Prime. So there you go. Okay, so there's one. Let's look at this guy, and I think that is going to do it for the Transformers Kabaya Gum Kit 25th Anniversary Convoy or Optimus Prime. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.